Well, hello there. My mic is on, right? Pardon me if I sound a little scratchy. I'm getting over a major infection. So, today's topic of discussion is Inaros. This is Inaros. If your Inaros doesn't look like that, don't worry about it. Um, so, Inaros is getting a rework. Some of the rework's fine. This basically didn't change, but it's going to work on more enemies to trigger finishers. His 2, which I don't even have actually equipped, you'll see that in a minute here, is getting merged with this, which will allegedly go much faster and group enemies instead of hurling them away. All that's gangbusters. It's very much in the vein of the Hydroid rework. Hydroid rework, his number 1 got very boosted, which is what's going on with the 2 and 3 for Inaros. He got some gentle QOL on his 2, which is about what's going on with this, and some moderate stuff done with his 4, which is more in line with how they're changing Inaros' passive. And then Undertow got switched into a damage buff that doesn't really make a lot of sense, but I'm not going to get into it here. So Inaros' problem is the rework on his 4, which is now his 4 and 3. The first part of that, which became his 3, is this. This is the stupid thing where you stand still, which they're getting rid of. Anyways, you do that, it charges up to 100 up here. That doesn't tell you, but it only increases his base armor, which is like 240. I could double check it. Which is not actually as much as it means very little. Atlas, for instance, can get 2200 or something like that. So yeah, that's it's less than 50% damage reduction, effectively, and it goes down as you get shot and take status effects if you have negation swarm equipped currently or by default in the rework. So, and the rework's going to have the augment be death protection, but if you get into the point where you're needing death protection with the Inaros, it's not going to help you. I will say that plain and simple. Maybe you'll be up in the thousands somewhere on an endless run, and it'll add maybe, I don't know, 1 extra wave, and then your death protection will be just getting shot down too fast. Anyways, let's spawn some enemies so I can show you the other part of his 4. We'll throw a steel path on them, and we'll pause their AI. So here's some hapless Grenadier dudes. Now, his 4 currently does is you throw scarabs at them, it jumps on them, it'll jump between them, let him go. You may notice they just healed 4,000 health. Now, if we look at this guy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3. With a green shard, that's how long it would have taken his full armor strip to concur with the rework. 1. Oh. Let's try this again. Their problem. Inaros does not have a whole lot of energy, and right now casting his 4 spends your stacks. I don't know if they kept that. They didn't say in the dev stream. They're separate abilities, so I would assume his 4 just uses energy now. Which means you're going to cast that thing for 100 energy instead of what I was doing. Anyways, rather than the counting to 13 I just did, you can very easily helmet the Fire Blast, which is also crowd control. And 1... Okay, I fucked my whole thing up there. I'm just going to kill these guys and respawn them. Professional. Yeah, so here we go. Full armored enemy. 1, 2. That's the same effect as waiting for that swarm to do 13 ticks on an entire room. In the new version. I can just destroy them with this. This is not even the most effective way to do this. So, yeah. And the other part is that bit I did at the start. I was, injured because I used this to charge it up. Now I'm healed. And my cat's healed. And my teammates are healed. If there's a defense objective or an operative here, he'd be healed. That's not in the rework. You can see it in Pablo's footage. He takes damage while he's standing in the middle of a pile of guys who are affected like this, and he does not heal. Excuse me, sir. Yeah, there you go. And that's the problem. You're giving him a very slow armor strip in exchange for taking out his main support ability, and also one of the only support abilities that could take down objectives. And if you really want a crowd controlling armor strip, 1, 2. And that's not an ultimate. That's a regular. That costs, what is it, 50? Not 100? It certainly doesn't take this plus this to do. Doesn't take that much time whether you're moving or not. So yes, that ability is, it sounds cool. It makes cats that spread more spores. Sounds cool. It's like the sand shadows. The sand shadows sound cool. That doesn't even make that wrong build layout for that. Sand shadows sound cool, but they don't do anything. They're not effective when compared to equal or cheaper options. And that's the big problem. It's a very good upgrade to his whirlwindy thing that they're doing, and some QL and the other stuff. And his main ultimate support ability is getting swapped to a generic armor strip that it's too slow and requires Archon shards, and because there's no green shards in this Inaros. And that's pretty much it. I don't know why I would keep that new ability. The team heal or the ally heal is good. It's not super meta, but it's better than a really slow armor strip that can be so outperformed by an easily swapped in cheaper helmet ability. I am confused and very sandy.